This is rock, paper, scissors. All right. So has anyone not played rock, paper, scissors? Okay. So imagine that I have everybody in this room right now, and you turn to a random partner. Like, actually, let's do that right now. All right. Turn to a random partner. Here's the rules. So we're gonna create a very, very simple model in here. I want you to play rock, paper, scissors against a random partner. And if you lose, you're going to become their breed. You're going to become their character. What? Oh. Does that make sense? So we're going to play rock, paper, scissors against a random partner. If you lose, you're going to assume the identity of the person you lost to. So if I throw rock and you throw paper, I'm going to become paper. Okay. So we're going to do several rounds. Okay. So, ready. Does everyone have a partner? Does anyone not have a partner? Excellent. On the count of 3, ready. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes.
Then you're both the same. Then you stay. Okay. Everyone got that? Okay. So now you should both be the same, right? Who's rock? Raise your hand. Paper, raise your hand. Scissors, raise your hand. All right. We're going to do another round. Turn to another person around you. Pick another person. All right? And it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Assume the identity of the person you lost to. Okay. Ready for round 3. Pick another random person. Pick another random person. Okay. Ready? Round 3, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay? All right, let's see if this works. Okay, everybody who is paper, raise your hand. If you're paper, raise your hand. If you're rock, raise your hand. If you're scissors, raise your hand. Okay. What are some things we noticed? I mean, about the entire group. One more round? Or one more round. Okay. Pick somebody at random now. Pick somebody else. We're going to play one more round. See if we can fill that. What do we do? Do you use? Okay. All right, ready? On the count of 3, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. All right. All of the rock, raise your hand. Paper, raise your hand. Scissors, raise your hand. All right. Cool. So this is a NetLogo model, and I think a lot of you have been exposed to NetLogo. It's a really, really cool tool, and I'll explain a little bit about it in a minute. This is basically what we've been doing. So this is called rock, paper, scissors on a lattice, or rock, paper, scissors on a grid, or rock, paper, scissors with dimension, or rock, paper, scissors iterated, if you will. All right? So I'm just going to have everybody play. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Doop. What happened? Doop. What happened? I don't know. Doop. What happened? I don't know. So now let's tell this game to play just like we're doing in here. Let's tell it to play like 1,000 rounds. Ready? And we can count the number of rounds. See where it says ticks up there?
Yeah.
Those are the number of rounds. Okay. So check it out. Okay, what do we see?
They're doing exactly what you were telling us to do in the physics game. They're taking each other's identities based on who wins and who loses.
Correct. They're taking each other's identity based on who wins and who loses. I'm going to really crank up the speed on this model. So now we've played 1,000 rounds. So there's two things going on. I have two data visualizations on this that can tell us two different things about this thing. All right. This is the world. This just gives us a graphical representation of where you can actually see like these waves spreading out. So you see this group. Oh, they just filled all the rocks. So they filled all the paper. So you can see the waves spreading out. You can see these just as we were in here. You can see the wave of papers, the wave of scissors. So no one group becomes dominant. The other thing I'm visualizing is here. And what is that?
Telling you what's there more of?
Telling us what there is more of. Yes. How do you know when there's more of one thing?
By the graph, the blue is the blue line, and it will, whichever one goes higher than the other two.
Exactly. So this is a line graph. I'm displaying this data two ways. I'm displaying it qualitatively. Okay, a quality of the model. All right. So our qualitative data is this. We don't have any numbers coming out of this. All right. This just shows us like, oh, this is cool. We have these waves of victories and these waves of people like losing. All right. And then I have my quantitative side of this model. All right. My quantitative side is the population of any breed in this model. So exactly right. When we have a high peak of like the blue, we know there are more blues. When we have a high peak of reds, we know there are more reds. When we have a high peak of greens, we know there are more greens. In this case, I forgot exactly what the population was, but let's see if I can change the parameters enough that we can get everybody to be the same. Oh no. I don't know. Actually, we'd have to change the size of the world. Let's do that. Check this out. Sorry, I'm just playing around now. The world turned to one of them, okay? So we can tell what this model did, right? You can see this doesn't tell us much anymore, right? This just tells us that like one thing is getting dominant. This graph, the quantitative graph, tells us a lot more. It says these big oscillations, increasing oscillations. So one population gains dominance, and then the other population gains dominance, all right? In a cyclical nature. It's actually random as to which one wins out because you have equal chances. But a lot of life is luck. Cool.
And I've heard they use this to model like population lizards, population bacteria.
Yes, there are rock paper scissors strategies throughout nature. It's